ANC has withdrawn its application seeking to unfreeze its bank accounts that were attached over its 85 million rand debt to Ezulwini Investments. The two parties have reached yet another out-of-court settlement. Now, the ANC owes the marketing company for the printing of election posters and other material ahead of the 2019 general elections. Earlier this month, Ezulwini was granted an attachment order on the party's bank accounts, in addition to the court sheriff seizing the ANC's goods and furniture at its Luthuli house to repay the debt. Bisogoba has that story.
Attorney for Ezulwini Investment, Shafiq Sali, has told Eyewitness News the settlement agreement between the company and the ANC is confidential. This is the second out-of-court agreement between the two parties following the debt settlement agreement in 2023. Part of the debt agreement was the ANC giving Ezulwini extra work for last year's general elections. However, the ANC defaulted on its payments, leading to Ezulwini taking the step of attaching its movable assets and bank accounts. The ANC filed an application to overturn the freezing of its bank accounts, saying this posed an existential crisis for the organization as it was not able to pay its employees from across the country. Tabisokoba, Eyewitness News.
Alleged crime kingpin Vusmuzi Kat Matlala will remain behind bars as the court considers his appeal for bail. Matlala escalated his bid for bail to the Johannesburg High Court today. His lawyers have argued that the magistrate's court was wrong in its decision to deny him bail last month. Judgment in the matter has been reserved. And Japanese retailer Muji has stopped its domestic online shopping service. The retailer has been having a major cyber attack which began last month. The company says it is unable to receive orders online or ship out products to corporate or individual customers. Investigations are currently ongoing to ascertain whether the attack has led to breaches of private information, including customer data. A cloudy Tuesday in store for Gauteng tomorrow, with isolated afternoon showers and thundershowers expected. Johannesburg drops to an overnight low of 14 degrees, peaking at a high of 20. Pretoria 12 and 20, Vereniging 9 and 24. Monkey Ziko Ko, Eyewitness News.
EWN, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, visit ewn.co.za or download the EWN app.
#MSW. You may begin to feel anxious or excited. Honest, deliberate, engaging, uncensored. High dosage administration can cause adverse reactions. And most importantly, independent in mind and execution. This is a normal response. Are you ready? Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Reaction Monday.
My Reaction Monday.
My Reaction Monday.
It's Monday today. It's Reaction Monday.
My Reaction Monday. Wow, man, what a weekend.
My Reaction Monday.
Hi, Rob.
Reaction Monday. Thank you, Rob.
Gujan, Babu, right. Hope you had a great weekend in Jingayam.
Rob, my reflection of the week.
Would you give it up for Jan Bergman?
Very special day that Jan Bergman is here. All right, let me go to Donald. Donald, good evening. Welcome.
Mr. Marawa.
Hey, I've got a champion. I'm scared he's going to knock me out any second from now, hey?
You've got the kid there. Kid.
He's here.
Jan used to call me Chai Chai when we were playing golf because he always beat me up, you know. Chai Chai, the date.
Where did you get the name Kid Gavilan?
Yeah, that's an easy one. Go ahead.
Kid Gavilan, Uncle Boki.
Yes.
Is the one who called me Kid Gavilan.
The Armenia from Tukomsras. Young boys, whenever Jan Bergman had a fight and won the fight, we would come together and box each other, saying that one day we want to be like Jan Bergman.
That's what I was talking about, the inspiration that you gave to your community. And what a beautiful call. Thank you. Saying, are you ready to fight me right now?
I need money.
How much?
Huh?
How much?
100,000.
For a fight that's going to happen right now?
Yes.
100,000 if you win.
Not if I win.
You're making it sound like you win the fight.
I'm ready to win.
Please go for a checkup. Make sure that everything is fine with you. Because I don't want any medical emergencies happening.
To say thank you to Professor Tulima Tonsela for letting me to come to this stage and shine here. It's an honor to be here, and it's my first time seeing the president. Hello, Cupcake.
You're the a huge roar around the Moses Mabhida Stadium, and AmaZulu strike rates in the Durban Derby.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
Well, from cupcake to Mother City Blues, if you were part and parcel of the Cape Town Marathon and you were disappointed just an hour, 30 minutes before you were meant to run, they cancel it. And what does that leave you with? I would love to hear from you. 060-708-0484, 060-708-0484. Send us your WhatsApp voice notes. Otherwise, call us directly into the studio, 011-8838-947. It is a Monday today. It's Reaction Monday. Welcome to it, Marawa Sports Worldwide. Proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets.
Let's go!
The moments you remember. The games you can't forget. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets.
Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. #MSW.
Robert, Baba Marawa, Reaction Monday. Whoever signed to Priest to Kaizer Chiefs must come and take his player and leave Kaizer Chiefs. That to Priest guy don't deserve to wear that black and gold jersey. He doesn't deserve. Coaches must also protect him, because sooner we'll attack him. Sooner he will be under pressure. Coaches need to protect him. They must lend him out to the NFT side, maybe Pretoria Callies or Captain City. Maybe Captain City need him or Spurs. But Chiefs is not for Chiefs. He's been missing big chances, so we don't need that guy. We don't need him.
Hey, starting off with fire, we don't need Dupree. I think I saw something similar in the Crystal Palace game, if I'm not mistaken. It happens in professional football. Well, a quick update with South Africa holding Pakistan to 259-5 on day one of the second test in Rawalpindi. Shan Masood scored 87, Abdullah Shafiq adding 57, spinners Maharaj and Simon Harmer, well, they took 2 wickets each, and Kagiso Rabada struck very, very late. Maharaj, though, praising the Proteas' discipline, but noted the missed chances in the field.
Not just in the subcontinent, but in general in Test cricket, but look, no one means to drop catches. It was nice to see the guys bounce back and take the catches that they did. It was a bit frustrating, but no one means to drop catches at the end of the day. No, probably more tactical. I think we saw that the wicket didn't play like Lahore and spin as much, so we felt like we just want to try and restrict the Pakistani batters. So probably more tactical thing. I don't think there was an issue. I think Vincent came back nicely with the second spell that he bowled. Obviously, Shan got away with a little bit in his early spells, but I think it was more tactical. If you look at it, I think it was an even day. We managed to control that run rate on your point. I think when that ball gets softer, which happens quite quickly because the wicket's quite hard, we managed to just, go to old-fashioned Test cricket. But I think it was an even Stevens day. I felt if we got one more wicket at night, we would have probably had a little bit of upper hand. But, tomorrow is an important day. The first session is always a moving day, it seems, in this Test series. So hopefully we can make some inroads tomorrow morning.
Well, Sasha Feinberg and Gomezulu ranked up 16 points, including 2 tries, as the Stormers beat Zabre 31-13 to stay unbeaten in the URC.
A solid scrum, but it's a good defensive scrum by Zebre. And here is Willemse, pulls it back for Feinberg and Gomezulu. What a pass to Warwick Gallant. And the Stormers' backline certainly purred there.
And there with the finish, and as you said, just love whipping that pass and not taking anything out of it. Gallant picks a wonderful line, and they're sitting a lot prettier now, aren't they, the Stormers?
Well, Max Verstappen kept the championship fight alive, though, with a dominant win at the United States Grand Prix yesterday, slicing further into Oscar Piastri's lead, and Verstappen's 4th win of the season puts pressure now back on McLaren as the title race does heat up.
The chance is there. We just need to try and deliver these kind of weekends now till the end. So, we'll just try whatever we can. I think it is exciting, and I'm just very excited to the end.
Well, McLaren's Lando Norris took a huge chunk out of the teammate Oscar Piastri's championship lead by finishing second.
Finally, it took long enough. No, it was a good battle with Charles. He fought hard,
and it was tough. We did everything we could. I thought we kind of had it in an easier way after we got ahead, and then we did the overcut, or we went much longer. I expected a slightly easier second attempt to get through, but it wasn't the case.
Well, Ferrari's Charles Leclerc claimed third place, though, finishing 4.041 seconds behind Norris.
I'm very happy overall because it's been a tough second part of the year, and to be back on the podium here after what was a difficult FP1 with a gearbox problem, we recovered well, so I'm happy.
Hi, Mr. Marawa and the team. A Monday reaction with regard to Liverpool. I don't think that the problem is about tactics or performance or tactical inability from the coach, but I think the problem is lucky. We don't have lucky. So you can't buy it. So you cannot hit a post 3 times in a match, Mr. Marawa, and end up blaming the coach or players for poor performance. It was unfortunate, Mr. Marawa, to lose that match. So I think it's too early to press a panic button. As long as Arsenal is still at the top, it's still too early to talk about the league. David in Parkwood.
Ooh, as long as Arsenal is still at the top. Your shots are fired here, guys. You gotta feel sorry for Ange Postecoglou, hey? I'm actually not sure what Nottingham Forest chairman thought he was doing. You know, you fire a coach that takes you into Europe. You fire a coach that's made you break records that you haven't broken in a long time. But because you think you know better, then you make the move that you make. Now you're down at the bottom of the table. You're firing coaches. You're making the club seem like a Mickey Mouse show. So, yeah, good luck to them. What about you? Hey, Liverpool fans, do you agree? Liverpool needing a little bit of luck. Is that all? Or are they slightly confused? I'm not too sure if Arne Slot has got everything worked out as far as, you know, the striking pair who to put up front, how they should play together. You know, when you get a whole myriad of superstars that are playing together, how do you make it work? Love to hear from you. Love to hear from you runners as well. We're down in Cape Town. 24,000 runners. I mean, one iconic city. A 42.2 kilometer dream that was said to unfold at the Greenpoint Stadium. But, well, if you missed the story, just literally an hour and some change before the start, the Cape Town Marathon was called off. What was the reason? Saying, what is the reason, guys? What was the reason for calling it off? Wind. Yeah, that was the reason. Wind. So what's the reaction? I mean, it sent shockwaves, and stepping into the studio with a bit of stride of a champion, also the voice of reason. I mean, he's the Nedbank running club manager, former Comrades Marathon King himself, a man who's kind of unafraid to call it the way it is. Talking about the cancellation, I think Nick Bester, the Nedbank running club manager, actually called it embarrassing. Nick, good to hear from you. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening. Thank you very much.
You said it's rushed and it was embarrassing, that decision. What did you mean by that?
Well, let me start off. I'm not to speak on behalf of any other race organizer. I can just add that I've been involved over my career of 44 years in marathons and running. And my company has been involved in several races across South Africa, including the city-to-city marathon for 3 years in a row. And then also in the COVID years, we hosted the Nedbank Runnified world record-breaking attempt 50-kilometer races in Port Elizabeth for 3 years in a row. We broke the world record there. And I'm just going to speak on behalf of myself as a race director, and race directors I work with, what we've done, especially in a city like Port Elizabeth. They call it the Windy City. This is where the wind was born. So what we did when we put up a race, especially in Port Elizabeth, where it's very windy, we've got three, I would say, Plan A, Plan B, and Plan C. Now, Plan A is when everything is perfect and everything is running according to plan. There's no severe wind or rain on the way. You used official structures that you signed off by engineers, and you run the route that you planned, and you start at the start and finish point that you planned. That's Plan A, where everything goes according to. You must here realize you not only have the safety of the runners in your hands, you also got the trust of the runners in your hands, because the trust of the runners that we also was coming all over the world to come compete in this races where we tried to break the world 50-kilometer record, which we did achieve 3 years in a row. We broke the men's record and we broke the ladies' record. So you must realize these guys spent a lot of money coming from abroad, coming from Europe, coming from Africa, flights, accommodation, and you must make sure that you give them what they want. So the structures and the tents that we used in Port Elizabeth have been signed off by engineers, and that tents could handle winds of up to 65 kilometers an hour. So that is, you make sure that the structures you put up strong enough that can handle severe winds. When you're putting up toilets, you must know a toilet is very light, it's made out of plastic. You must put it in such a spot that is hidden and protected from the wind. So that is plan A. You still make provision if a wind comes up. Anything can happen. Fire, you must make provision if there's fire. You must make provision if there's maybe riots or political interference. Plan B is you have alternative plan to shift your start and finish area to a place where it is safe if there is severe wind or rain or nature interference. You must have plan B. And you must make a decision, and you must look at the weather forecast. You know the wind coming. You know that it's the rain. You know that long before the time, because we've got very modern technology. So you must be prepared for any circumstance and make sure that you satisfy your runners. And that is what we did in our races in the windy city of Port Elizabeth. And in Johannesburg, you've got other trouble again. You've got traffic. You must look at the traffic. You must make sure the runners are safe. And so I'm speaking on myself, on behalf of myself.
No, absolutely, Nick. I mean,
that I've been involved with.
That's the reason why I called you in, so that you can represent yourself and give us some insight in terms of that. I know we're struggling a bit with your line. It's not the best, but we'll just try extract a little bit more from you. I mean, was there, from what you know, Nick, was there any consultation with the elite runners, for example, or club managers before the cancellation happened?
Not what I know of. It's just that my elite athletes phoned me after 5 o'clock in the morning and told that the buses are departing to the start of the race in Cape Town because the race has been called off. And yeah, so that is when the first time that I heard that the race has been called off.
What would you have done, Nick, for example, if you were in charge, if this was under your management, how would you have handled the race?
Yeah, like I just told you, I just gave you the plan 1, 2, and 3.
Sure.
In Port Elizabeth, we did in Johannesburg with our races. So I don't know. I can't speak on behalf of the organisers of the Cape Town Marathon. I don't know what they do. Why they decided, that is the race of the story. It's just that I know that all our officials, we've got 13 clubs in the country, and a lot of our runners entered the race as social runners, and they told me that they went to the start and they just run. They just went for a run because there was at that stage 6 o'clock in the morning. They had a pleasant run.
Yeah.
You saw thousands of runners going out and run. And also I just say that the type of material that we used in places, especially in places like Potchefstroom, where the wind is a factor, is called AirTech branding. You don't make branding out of normal canvas, because the AirTech has got holes in it, and that let the wind through. So that is what we did in Portugal. So we made sure that all our branding was made out of AirTech.
Okay, Nick, I'm going to have to leave it there. The line just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But always enjoy your insights. Always enjoy you being part of the show. And thank you so much indeed. Just giving us his insights in terms of how they should have handled it and how he would have handled it. Nedbank running club manager Nick Bester, a former champion himself, and also hearing from you.
So sad, Robert. So sad, Robert. People travel all the way from all the corners of the world to Cape Town, book hotels. Some of them traveled. A cousin of mine traveled from East London, Atengo Singwateni, right to Cape Town. Accommodation booked. Everything, Robert, but the race was cancelled, as you said, an hour before. No refund whatsoever, Robert. This is sad. Lusapo Miego here in Joburg.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time.
#MSW. Hear that? That's the sound of the Total Energies CAF Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco 2025, and you could win double tickets to the opening match. Simply visit Total Energies, fill up with 750 Rand or more of Excellium fuel, or top up with Quartz engine oil, and you're in the game. So join us as we celebrate the spirit of football together, and let's make Africa the home of the beautiful game. Exclusive to club members, valid 30 September to 17 November. T's and C's apply.
Between school runs, meetings, and errands, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. Allergies? Not today. Texa Allergy helps you stay alert and clear-headed. No drowsiness, just pure relief. Be your best with Texa Allergy, the #1 non-drowsy antihistamine in South Africa. Whether you're a mom or a busy professional, Texa keeps you on your game all day long. Don't wait. Head to your nearest pharmacy today. Pharmadynamics. Effective, affordable healthcare.
Andile here with more than just a horse betting ad. Bet on the horses at 10Bet and ride with a 20% free bet boost on your deposit. It's more than just a race. It's a 10Bet experience. Join now at 10bet.co.za. 10Bet is a licensed betting operator and supports responsible gambling. No person under the age of 18 shall be permitted to bet. Betting can be addictive. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line is 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
Shy round into a world of pure mnandiness. Finely chopped freshness. Juicy, sizzling meatiness. A flavor-filled recipe that always rises to the occasion. You can get it all. Grab the filler meal for two. That's 2 double filler pies plus 2 small chips, all for 99 Rand. Made for mates, lovers, or anyone who's hungry. Enjoy anytime with King Pie.
You could spend 10 minutes waiting for the microwave to beep, or get a 10-minute quote from Outsurance that could save you thousands on your car insurance. SMS out to 43503. Like 55-year-old Stefan, who now only pays an unbelievably low 611 Rand a month for his 2024 Suzuki Jimny. With Outsurance, you can drive with confidence. With up to a whopping 5 million Rand third-party liability cover that covers damage to the other person's vehicle in an accident, you can rest assured. SMS out to 43503. After switching, 55-year-old Andre now pays only 776 Rand a month for his 2024 Toyota Urban Cruiser. Get a quote. If Outsurance can't beat what you're currently paying, ask them for 500 Rand. Make that 1,500 Rand if you've been claim-free and with the same insurer for 3 years. Savings or cash, you have nothing to lose. SMS out to 43503. That's out to 43503. Outsurance, licensed insurer and FSP. TCs and information online.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Would you give it up for Jan Bergman?
Very special day that Jan Bergman is here. First round against Zeb Judah. You were on the canvas?
I only took a knee on the third round. I took that fight. My hand was not healed properly. The second round, when I knocked him down, that's when I broke my hand. And I was trying to change to orthodox.
So that's when then the fourth round, what happened?
Every time I jab him, I catch him, but I'm hurting.
So that was to signify from your side,
yes,
that the fight is done.
The fight is done. So and then on the fifth round, I took a knee. If I didn't broke my hand that night, I would have knocked him out.
MSW. MSW.
Good evening, Rob. On a sad note, my reaction Monday has to be the Cape Town wind that blew away our Sanlam marathon plans, leaving many of us scrambling to find alternative 2026 Comrades qualifiers. But I'm grateful Arsenal won, Chiefs drew, though an away victory would have been great. Rob, can the Scorpions find out why the under-17 squad hasn't been announced 13 days before the tournament kicks off in Qatar? And is it true Hollywood Bet will no longer be sponsoring the SAFA regional leagues? And lastly, is it true that the teams in the women's league that failed to honor their fixtures 2 weeks ago were as a result of unpaid travel allowances from SAFA? Please clarify that for me, because other than the yellow card, it seems like there are a whole lot of issues within our football federation. Thank you so much, Tebogo.
Thank you so much indeed. I've made a short list of all of those. One thing I can tell you is that whenever something happens and we reach out to the South African Football Association, we try to get the president to come through and chat to us, they ignore. It's as simple as that. They're not interested. Life goes on.
Evening, Rob. It's Chili's here. Yeah, no. Whoever who is bewitching Kaizer Chiefs, I know. I know kuyazwakala manje. Kuyazwela hlisela impela mfunga yakhe. If you are listening, please. Seko right manje kuyazwakala. There is no way Ashley Dupreez could miss a goal. Ubu goalkeeper ngakho epalini. Nah, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Something is wrong. All right, Rob, that's my reaction Monday. It's Chili's here down in Pinetown at Durban at Tibini Kakasini.
Oh, thank you so much indeed. Whoever's bewitching Kaizer Chiefs, please now stop it.
Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. #MSW.
All right, Debocho, regarding the regional league, I can give you an answer immediately, saying that the regional league, no, those rumors are not true. They are still busy. The renewal negotiations are underway. So, Menzi Ngwaba, thank you so much indeed. He's the big shot there at Hollywood Bet, so he's giving me the answer real time. Truly appreciate it. One of the shareholders of the show. All right, a very busy Monday. And I know there's a lot of basketball fans out there. And that is why we hop along from the courts of Soweto to the bright lights of Madison Square Garden. I mean, from the rhythm of Africa to the roar of the NBA. Now, this week, hey, the world laces up, suits up, throws down because, yeah, the NBA is back. And tonight, we also tip off with a slam dunk of a guest. I mean, he's the heartbeat of hoops on the continent, the architect of African ambition, if you want to call him that. And the man that's steering the rise of basketball from Dakar to Durban, MSW shareholders. Well, on the eve of the global NBA Jersey Day. It is NBA Jersey Day. I just feel left out now. I didn't come here wearing my NBA jersey. Hopefully that changes. Hey, we welcome the head of NBA Africa Basketball Operations, Kita Matungulu is here. He's here as well to break down the matchups, the stars, the stories, the seismic shifts as well that are coming up this season. So whether you kind of represent the Heat, the Bucks, the Lakers, or the Raptors, hey, pull on your jersey, man. Turn up the volume. Let's get ready for a courtside conversation that spans continents as well as cultures. Kita, good to see you, man.
Absolutely great seeing you, and thank you so much, and hello, listeners.
You've been hiding.
I'm around. I've been globe-trotting and making sure that we collectively grow the game of basketball across the continent.
I love that. Globe-trotting like the Globetrotters. Hey, how the skills going?
It's going great. We come at the back of a very exciting season on both the academy and the BAL. So I'm pumped and excited about this season. And of course, the season is about to start. So truly excited.
I got to say to you, happy NBA Jersey Day. I see you've come through representing with the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 2025-26 NBA season tipping off tomorrow. I mean, how are you celebrating? You've donned the jersey, yes, but how do you celebrate? It's a mammoth thing, I think, worldwide. Everybody waits for this moment.
One thing for sure, we got to make sure that the NBA gets you your jersey.
So I feel very left
so you
out
get,
here, man. I mean,
so you're not left out, So we celebrate the beginning of the new season by wearing our jersey of our favorite teams or our favorite players. There's a divide between the guys that love teams and the guys that love their favorite players. So the opportunity to wear either of them is there, and represent your team and show up. We truly encourage all our fans to go out there, wear their jersey, represent, and at the start of this very exciting season, you'll know that tomorrow, we have the start of the season, and this is between very competitive teams. One of them is the defending champion receiving the championship, the OKC, play against KD with the Houston Rockets. And the next one is the Lakers versus Golden State, which is a classic, LeBron James and Steph Curry. You can expect a lot of sparks for that game.
I know there's a lot of speculation around him, whether he's going to finally retire. There's always an obsession about whether retirement is imminent, but he just goes to gym, he does his thing, and he carries on.
Absolutely. That's a special human species. Very strong, very authentic, and very committed to his workout, and remain one of the most dominant player. Of course, you will also have him playing with Luka Doncic, which make it really special this year.
And when you talk about activations, and South Africans were very excited, I think a lot of guys that were here were at the Travis Scott concert on the 11th of October. They came back excited. It was a milestone celebration as well in South Africa. But I understand that you're going to be hosting another activation in Joburg this weekend. Tell me more.
Absolutely. First of all, the fan activation at Travis Scott was tremendous. A lot of engagement, and our fan got really to experience the NBA at a different level. This time around at Prison Break this Saturday, and another opportunity for our fans, to show up, wear your jersey. It's the beginning of the season. Show up and get to experience the time with the NBA. Throughout the season, we like to spend time with our fans on and off the court to try to experience the best of basketball.
Now, South Africans have been big basketball fans for many years. How are you seeing the culture increasing? How are you seeing the visibility of people saying that, we watch, we go into the app, or you even become members as well, and people get exclusive viewership and so on? How are you seeing the trajectory of South Africa when it comes to participation as just true fans of the game?
This is a very good question, and over the last couple of years, you see the changes. Basketball provide an entertainment space, none that other. We are seeing an increased growth among young people, at grassroots level, at elite level. Just last year, we had MBB participating in the BAL as a South African team and doing very well, led a young man called Samkelo, who's trotting the world and being very talented. So we are seeing an increased volume among schools' participation. This year alone, we had a competition extended, to Pietermaritzburg, to Cape Town, as well as in Johannesburg, where we saw numerous young people competing, not just in basketball, but learning how to become a true basketball fan. And these are seen through fans, joining the various sites, associating themselves to their own teams, or all the activities that NBA is conducting here in the country, including the BAL.
I think what we saw at the Sunbet Arena earlier this year is something to savor. I think, again, South Africans came to the fore. They represented. I know Rwanda, Kigali has been holding it down, but South Africa put up their hand. I mean, how do you summarize that? You know, if people ever thought that, South Africans are fast asleep when it comes to b-ball, what did that say to you, though, Kita?
I think watching the games at the Sunbet Arena told the stories. You know, the arena were packed. The fans were present to support the teams. But most important, we saw an organic growth of the game and participation of the fan. Yeah. You know, this is the 5th year, of the BAL. We saw an increased number of participants and fan, but we also saw, the funnel here in South Africa and kind of a ask from the fan to say, this belong here, you got to bring back this event here. The good thing about it is, it's proven, it's exciting, and a lot of our fans are willing to just come and watch the game and the entertainment around it.
80th NBA season. Can you believe that? What are some of the top storylines, though, that go along when you celebrate such a major, major milestone?
I will start with my absolute favorite.
Tell me.
My absolute favorite is this year, NBA Academy young star, Kaman Malouache, from the Academy in Senegal, got drafted number 10th, competing now at the highest level with the Phoenix Sun.
Wow.
So,
okay, all right.
absolutely major.
Yeah, major. Wow.
So you get to start, to compete this year. Yeah. We are truly excited. Is a true representation of our fan here on the continent to say, this is a young man that grew up here through the streets of South Sudan and Kampala, and participated in many games here in South Africa, including the BAL Elevate, now playing at the highest level. I love this story. This story tells hope and tells the next generations, if you work harder, you will have an opportunity. But of course, we know this opportunity expands to the entire continent. So some of the great story is to see, LeBron back. He's back, on this 80th season, and it's just incredible. We spoke about it earlier, you and I, his fitness, his ability to compete at the highest level. This is great. But over the last couple of seasons, there haven't been a single team repeating the championship. We've seen a new champions. It just tells you what to expect this season. Very exciting. We don't know, who's going to win, and that alone tells a fantastic story.
And I was looking at social media a short while ago, and all I can say to anyone that's listening right now, who just wants to be part of this, you don't want to be left out. All I can say is that just kind of throw on your favorite NBA jersey, kind of share the moment with your community. It doesn't really matter whether it's a current star, a throwback legend, or a team that's kind of close to your heart. We'd love to see you represent. I mean, Kita's here representing Celtic. What are you going to be doing? And you simply just post a picture of yourself. You're going to wear that NBA jersey from in any era on social media within the 24-hour window. And I know that, I don't even know if you brought a jersey. Should one of our listeners be up for potentially winning a jersey tonight?
That's for Amanda to tell us if that's out there. But however,
we'll give it away. Go on, we'll give it away. We'll give it away.
I'll support your points that it's absolutely important to go out there, be involved, wear your jersey, use the hashtag, NBA Africa. It's NBA Africa, Amanda? Correct. NBA Africa. Use your hashtag for your favorite team, or NBA Africa. Yeah. So that alone, make you involved, and you'll be part of the vibe that are out there.
Yeah. So if you want to go on Twitter, it's at NBA_Africa. That's on Twitter or X. Team accounts are just at NBA. Otherwise, at NBA Africa Official on Instagram, NBA Africa, Meta, whichever one it is.
That's it.
One thing I'm always excited about, and some of us have always been fans of the late Dikembe Mutombo, and I think there's a legacy that has to be followed, major, big size, 15 footsteps to be filled. What sort of African stars can we look out for? Maybe 2 or 3 this season?
Fantastic questions. This is what Dikembe would have spoken about if he was here today. It's always to see the next generation of players, representing Africa. We know that Joel Embiid, who was 2 years ago the most valuable player, is now healthy, back, at the start of the season. Pascal Siakam, from Cameroon, was in the final last year with Indiana Pacers. Is coming back strong. We also have Kaman Malwash that I mentioned from the NBA Academy in South Sudan. Yurich Chomche from the Academy with Toronto Raptors, also participating in this. So we have a great opportunity to see young players that were very successful on this continent at a level where we all will have want to see them, and of course that Dikembe will have told us they belong there.
We'll wag that finger, guys. We'll wag that finger. We make sure that all of you go out there and support NBA. Where can most people watch? I think that's the one question that's coming out on Twitter now. I'm a South African. I'm here. I want to regularly watch the NBA. What's the best platform?
One of the best platform is definitely to have a league pass. This allow you to watch the game. There's also a few other platforms such as Amazon, where you can watch the game. But we definitely encourage young people, to not just watch the game, but also being recreational. Buy a ball, go shoot some hoops, make you feel part of the community. This is also as important as just watching the games that are played out there.
Kita, just a final one. I don't know if I've missed out anything. I know we've had to rush this. Before you go, any last words from your side?
For me, one of the key word is, as you mentioned it, join the community. Get a jersey. We have a couple of stores here in South Africa. You can find the store. You can customize the shirt, the jersey with your name. And when we launch the BAL season, we look forward to seeing you as we continue to decide where this is going to happen. Be part of it and enjoy the game.
Right here in Sandton, there's that NBA store. They do all these fancy things with the jerseys.
Correct.
Yeah, love it there. Love it there. They got some real merch. So pop around there, as you heard there from Kita Matungo, the Director of Basketball Operations at NBA Africa. Always an honor. Always a pleasure seeing you, my good sir.
Absolutely. And thank you to your listener.
Let's have a good season, man.
That's it.
Marawa Sports Worldwide Reaction Monday continues.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. #MSW.
Monday. It's the day that should come with a built-in opt-out button. Voted as one of the 5 worst things to start with M. Monday sneaks up on you with Friday's leftover meetings. It's confusing, tiring, and confusing. So when you need 25-hour energy to square up against the supervillain of days and punch it right into Tuesday, grab a Bar One and seize the Monday. Nestle Bar One. Energy for a 25-hour day.
In fitness, as in finance, endurance is key. If you're 55 and older, you can get an interest rate of up to 10.47% with a Nedbank Electronic Optimum Plus account. Now feel the earn. Invest in under 2 minutes on the Money app and get money fit with Nedbank. See money differently. Nedbank. We're licensed FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply. For more info, visit nedbank.co.za.
Dlala Madludla, coach. The games are out. Who are you betting on?
Dlala Madlamin, top player. On Sports Stake 4, I'm going with the strongest defense.
Nice one, coach. But I'm going with the goals.
What's that, Coach Amanda? Now it's up to the fans to Dala or rather Dlala what they must. Dlalu 4.
Sports Stake 4 for only R2. Pick win, lose or draw for 4 games and you could win. Play at any participating National Lottery retailer. Be enjoy a game. Panda push up play. Players must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. Ituba is the proud operator of the National Lottery.
When your son gets into the soccer team, but now you have to drive them all in your little car.
It's wheelie time to sell it.
When you make management, but your car's giving junior.
Ooh. It's wheelie time to sell it now.
When it's wheelie time to sell your car, get a better deal at Wheelie Centurion. It's open 7 days a week. Or visit wheelie.co.za and get an instant payment without getting off your couch.
Flat tummy? Peachy booty? Glowing skin? Yes, please, babe. That's what Glute is all about. Finally, a beauty wellness brand made just for women. From our TikTok famous flat tummy toner to protein water and the booty beauty routine creams, we've basically bottled up your hot girl era. Summer bodies? Glute girls are already there. Glute. Beauty, wellness, confidence. Available online and in leading stores. Go on, girl. Time to glow up.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Would you give it up for Jan Bergman?
Very special day that Jan Bachman is here. You know, a very well-written story that was published many years ago. First sentence of it started saying that you used to take his fists to a knife fight.
You cannot just go and box like you need to box.
Yeah.
You have an elbow, you have a knee. You must use all that.
So mixed martial arts started back then.
Exactly. That is EFCs.
And what role, though, just whisper to us, what role did a Norman Tlhabane play in your life?
He really schooled me very well.
I'm a Uber Pete. John was the best left hook specialist in our country. Well-mannered and disciplined young man.
Wim Norman, thank you so much, man.
He calls me Wim Pete because my name is Jan Pete.
I'm sitting on the top of Kilimanjaro. Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Not your ordinary Monday. It's Reaction Monday. Hashtag MSW.
You know, I had always thought there was only one Chipampenguis. No, I was wrong. There's another one somewhere in Europe, surname Marina Canas. Ange has been at Nottingham Forest for 39 days. He has been sacked already. Don't even know why Nuno Espirito was sacked. We are better. I suka matot.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Good evening, MSW shareholders. Peter from Harry Smith, Free State. My Reaction Monday. All I've got to say is glory, glory, Man United. Yes, I'm so happy. I'm very, very happy. I don't know about the other teams, but now they know how it is to lose. You know, Liverpool, shame, sorry. But let's hope that Man United can go on from strength to strength. Secondly, Amakosi, strong performance. Let's keep it up, guys. Thirdly, SA Proteas ladies in the World Cup. Well done for reaching the semis, even though it's two matches to go. You're making us proud. And then, my Sharks, my beloved Sharks, we lost again. Not a good thing, but anyway, yeah. So thank you, Mr. Marawa. Great show as always.
Peter and Harry Smith. Always good to hear from you, my friend. Just summarizing the weekend and the sports. I think a lot of people, very disappointed with the Sharks who thought, okay, they'll come back home and they'll, improve the results. And it hasn't quite worked out. So what is the problem?
Good evening, Mr. Marawa and to the MSW for us. Very disappointed with my team Orlando Pirates with how they played yesterday against the ROC team. Mr. Marawa, having a player like Talented Mbata and Makehlen Makaul, I think it's a huge blessing, Mr. Marawa, because they have all the experience, more especially playing the Champions League. And then the coach decided to field Nemtangel. He's a good player, I agree. But playing in hostile conditions there in the ROC, players like Mbata needed to start, Mr. Marawa. I blame the coach, Mr. Marawa. And now they find themselves having a mountain to climb, in overcoming that 3-0 score, which I don't think they will be able to do. Thanks, Mr. Marawa and Dennis team.
Good evening, Marawa, and good evening to MSW family. Rob, Manchester City and Kaizer Chiefs, very, very happy with the results. Yeah, I see that Manchester City was starting to, to play better each and every game, and that is needed. I just hope that also other players, like your attacking midfielders and your wingers will also help in contributing, goals. We can't depend only on Haaland to win us games, because if Haaland gets injured, then what happens then? So we need also players to come and score goals, so that we can compete for the league. Also, Kaizer Chiefs, I'm very, very happy that we did not lose, especially away home. So if you do not lose it in these CAF competitions, if you don't win it, away, at least don't lose it. So I'm happy with the draw, And I'm hoping that on Sunday we'll finish that Simba club. Also, very happy that the Pirates lost. I want the Pirates to suffer. I'm very, very happy that the Pirates lost. Very happy that also Liverpool lost and also Tottenham lost. Rob.
Jeez, you happy everybody lost there, hey, Sia and Gqeberha. I told you from Gqeberha to Harry Smith to Nkandla to Piet Retief. But what a performance, eh? Man United fans, a bit of a smile starting to creep up there. Is it worrying times for you, Liverpool fans?
Ekatike's been given the task of man-marking Maguire. Mbumo! Too many bodies in the way. Bruno Fernandes, Harry Maguire! It's another Harry Maguire header! And Manchester United prize the lead back at Anfield again!
That's a brilliant header, that is. You know, I just watched him when the ball came in. He started far post and drifted towards the near. And then it never came for him. But as soon as it was half cleared, he then got himself into a clever position, Harry Maguire. And that's a really, really good finish.
Who would have ever thought, eh? Harry Maguire playing better as a striker than as a defender these days. But Man United manager Ruben Amorim, well, he called the Man United 2-1 win at Anfield as the biggest of his tenure, praising the team's spirits, the resilience, in that high-pressure clash against Liverpool. He was also visibly emotional, I think if you looked at him pretty closely, after the side secured their first win at Anfield since 2016.
Of course, it's really important. I don't have many wins in Manchester, so this is really important. It's back-to-back, like you said, is an Anfield. That is really important. Every detail of this game, it's something that I am speaking for a while. The spirit, when we suffer a bad moment or a goal, maintain the composure. All these small things today was perfect. Let's try to do that in the next week. That is really important. I think was really important for our fans because they are struggling. They struggle against Grimsby, they struggle against Brentford, and today they saw a different team, and that is really important to come here and to the stadium with the champion, biggest rival, to sing during the game. That is massive for us, so this win is for them.
The Liverpool side, though, Arne Slot admitted, though, that his side's recent form represents his biggest challenge, though, since taking over as manager. Remember, you succeeded Jurgen Klopp in the summer of 2025, acknowledged the mounting pressure after Liverpool's worst run since 2014. And speaking post-match, he reflected on the emotional and tactical demands of the moment. Hey, one day you're the hero, the next minute they're giving you stats and saying that it's your worst run since 2014. Unbelievable.
I think as a manager you face constantly challenges. So when I just started, you face the challenge of being a new manager, and then you need to win games. Then when you do well, you go to a bigger club and people are like, let's see how he does over there. Then you go being the successor of Jurgen Klopp and people say this is the biggest challenge you've ever faced. And then now we've lost 4 times in a row. And that's also a challenge. So the life of a football manager is an ongoing challenge. If you win games, you want to keep winning. If you lose games, you want to start winning again. So do we lose confidence? I cannot see it yet, because every single game we've lost, we were able to create in the second half an unbelievable amount of chances. So if you look back at all the 3 games we've lost in the Premier League, I don't think if you just put all the highlights behind each other, you would say it's hardly impossible that they lose. It's hardly possible that they lose this game. So if we can keep producing what we are doing and do a few things a little bit better, then there's every reason to expect that we start to win football games again. But I cannot promise you that Wednesday evening we are again able to create 8, 9 or 10 open chances.
Hi, brother, Sir JC Tebe here. My Monday reaction. I'm a happy man. All my teams came out on top. They won. Arsenal won a game. Barcelona, we won a game that we should have lost. It's a pity what happened to Girona. Like so many missed chances. AC Milan, they were good. Mamelodi Sundowns. What a game they had. An away game, and then we winning 5-1. So, yeah, I'm happy. I'm a happy man. Just want to see what our coach will now do when it comes to the PSL. It's a pity I can't attend tomorrow's game when we play against Sekhukhune, but otherwise, I see what the coach is trying to do. We are on the right track. Thanks a lot, Bro Rob. Good show, as always.
Evening, Rob. It's Chili's here. Yeah, no. Whoever who is bewitching Kaizer Chiefs, I know. Yo, I know kuyazwakala manje. Kuyazwela hlisela impela mfowethu ngeke. If you are listening, please. Seko right manje kuyazwakala. There is no way Ashley Dupreez could miss a goal. Ubu goalkeeper ngakho epalini. Nah, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Something is wrong. Yo. Alright, Rob, that's my reaction Monday. It's Chili's here down in Pine Town at Durban at Tibini Kakasino.
Chili's had to play that again, though, because somebody said, what did he say? Yeah, you heard him. All right, just negotiated a jersey for you, whoever you are. You can give us a call on 011-883-8947. If you answer a very simple question, I will give you a LeBron James NBA basketball jersey. It's as simple as that.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, and to the Marawa faithful. I don't have much to say. I can only say that Man United were washed up and they were finished. But stuff happens. Enjoy the Monday. Enjoy football. Cheers, Lenya.
Tarop, how are you? Hey, Tarop. Hey, inhliziyo zethu zibuhlungu man. Amabhakaniya bawangcolisile. Asibasingcolisile singamabhakaniya. But Tarop nje, my question, yini issue yaka coach no Talente Mbatha? Because Talente has international experience. Why does he keep on insisting? Asali uNemtanjela is a great player. He's shown that to PSL, but go Champions League Tarop bench Talente Mbatha for Nemtanjela against a physical Congolese side. Tarop, come on. Cresho as always.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa. Ukhuluma noSibongile Nomkhwana. My reaction Monday, KZN Derby. I was very happy with the 3 points, Mr. Marawa, but I think overall performance from my team Amazulu, I was not that convinced. I think the coach is using a lot of youngsters and they are still trying to find their rhythm. But I think our biggest enemy this season is injury to our key players. I mean, senior players like Abo Bongani Zungu. I think they could have added a much needed experience, because playing against a coach like Kevin Hunt, I think any coach who Betway Premiership can tell you that he's one of those difficult customers to face in the league. But congratulations to the boys. Those 3 points will play a crucial role in terms of us making sure that we qualify for MTN 8, because when you look at to number 3 down to number 8, I think we are all sitting on 15 points. Yes, I strongly believe that we can make it to a top 8. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show as always.
All right, before we head off, though, a big story that needs to be celebrated. I mean, 5 athletes have become first from South Africa to compete in the prestigious head of the Charles Regatta. That's in Boston, as part of a crew comprised of entirely people of color. The event is part of a multinational effort to expand access to one of the most exclusive elite sports. Now, Lwazitse Bozwane, who's a 23-year-old from Germiston, South Africa, said that he and his boatmates feel very aware of the fact that they are role models for younger rowers.
I was very surprised to find out that we were the first South African minority crew to come compete at the head of the Charles Regatta. And in terms of minority crews as a whole, you know, to be one of the first and few is it feels like we're making history. For me, it's life-changing. It's a bit surreal. Getting into the sport of rowing for those that are minorities or those that aren't have as much access is one of the most difficult things you could do and ask for, because if it's not getting yourself to the water, it's making sure you've got a boat, you've got blades, you've got an ergo, and you've got a coach and a launch to get you where you need to be. And that's, if not most, probably one of the most hardest things to do as a minority. It's a lot to bear, being seen as a role model for a lot of young kids, because I still feel like I've got so much that's not correct about me that I haven't fixed. But looking at it holistically, I'm so honored and blessed to be in this position where I can be seen as a guiding light, and sort of as a beacon to show that there is more out there. You know, you're not limited to the space that's around. You're not limited to the classroom that you're in or the shoes that you wear.
Oh, guys, congratulations, man. Well done. Derek Williams is on the line. Derek, good evening.
Good evening, Marawa. How are you?
I'm good. I believe you'd love to win a jersey.
That's right, Marawa. My spirits are high. I'm hoping to win that basketball jersey.
Okay.
For LeBron James.
You know LeBron James. How many seasons has he been playing in the NBA? How many seasons will it be this season that he's played in the NBA? Do you know?
The entire season.
How many years? How many years has he been in the NBA?
20 years.
Oh, what's his jersey number?
36.
No, what's LeBron James's jersey number, Derek? Oh, Derek, it will be very unfair if I had to give you this, Baba. Oh, Derek, no, Derek. Marawa Sports Worldwide, proudly brought to you by Hollywood Bets. We'll try again tomorrow.
The thrill, the drama, the action. Let the game begin. Marawa Sports Worldwide on 947, Vuma FM and Rise FM. Powered by Hollywood Bets. #MSW. Live now on 947, Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live. At the same time. #MSW.